So in our lesson today, we shall be considering asexual reproduction. In our previous class, we discussed reproduction, and reproduction was defined as the ability of living organisms to give rise to new individuals of the same species in order to ensure the continuity of life. And from the previous lesson, I said there are two types of reproduction, which are asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. And in today's series of Learn Biology with Henry, we'll be considering the asexual type of reproduction. Therefore, on this note, I welcome you to today's series of Learn Biology with Henry. Kindly like the video, click the subscription button, turn on the notification bell, so you'll be notified when the next series of Learn Biology with Henry will be released. And as usual, kindly bring out your learning materials as we learn together. Asexual reproduction is a type of reproduction that involves only one parent. That is, a parent has the ability to give rise to new offspring of his own species. And in this type of reproduction, there is no fusion of the nuclei of the male and female gametes. In this type of reproduction, the offspring are identical with their parents, and because of this, they are called clone. That is, they possess the same genetic composition as the parent. And one of the disadvantages of this type of reproduction is that it does not give room for variation. The offspring always look like the parent, except in cases whereby there is mutation, there is sudden change in the genetic makeup of such organism. And asexual reproduction is common among simple organisms and as well as flowering plants that can reproduce both sexually and asexually. And one of the conditions that make this type of reproduction successful is favorable condition. Example, when there is enough food in the environment, asexual reproduction takes place at a fast rate. This type of reproduction include fission, which can either be binary fission or multiple fission, budding, spore formation, fragmentation, and vegetative propagation. Let's quickly take a look at fission. Fission is a type of asexual reproduction in which unicellular organisms such as bacteria and protists divide into two or more parts. And when a unicellular organism like bacteria divides into two, it is known as binary fission. But when it divides into more than two parts, it is known as multiple fission. And these new parts that are formed are referred to as daughter cells. Another example of asexual type of reproduction is budding. And in budding, the offspring develops as an outgrowth of the parent. And the outgrowth can either be internal or external. The outgrowth that rises from the parent is known as a bud. And after a particular period of time, this bud breaks off from the parent to live an independent life. In the case of Hydra, which is external, the bud falls off from the parent. Whereas in some sponges where the bud is internal, there is need for the parent to die before the bud can be released to live an independent life. Spore formation. And in spore formation, spores, which are small multicellular bodies, are produced in large numbers in organisms like bacteria, fungi, protists, among others. And these spores are small, they are light, and they are easily dispersed. They are easily carried about by wind. Fragmentation, which is another example of asexual reproduction, occurs in organisms like Spirogyra. And in this process, part of the organism breaks up and gives rise to a new individual. This brings us to the end of today's series of Learn Biology with Henry. Thank you so much for coming around. And if there's any topic you want me to treat in biology, don't forget to drop it in the comment section. I will be waiting to see you there. And don't forget to follow my Facebook page at Learn Biology with Henry. Thank you so much for coming around.